Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Ivan Okwari, and I'm going to be taking you through machine learning operations on my project called Revenue Prediction in different UN agencies. So in brief summary or introduction, machine learning ops, they refer to the practices, processes, and tools used to streamline development, monitoring, and management of machine learning models in production. So here we have our models, like example, in the previous data set, I used the linear regression model to test and analyze my data set. So I want to be using machine learning ops to monitor and develop with that same model of in my project. So previously in my in my previous data set, in this project, it is set project with a data set having a sheet of revenue that is collected by the different UN agencies. As you know, you have very many in the world under UN, so there are quite a number, and we are trying to predict their revenue streams, where they get them from, and how they collect it. So we are using machine learning ops to monitor this, to manage this, and go further. So, okay, going on to the next slide. I'll try to keep this brief. Come on. Sorry. So far. Yes, and so as a way, we have trends and techniques in machine learning ops that we can use to manage and monitor these models, like automation and continuous integration, containerization and orchestration, model monitoring and explainability, and experimentation and feature stores, as you can see there. So as a way, we would have to apply these DevOps and data ops in our project, in my project, I mean. So in this project, we'll also apply these DevOps by using principles that break down the silos in different development operations and teams to enable continuous integration, delivery, and deployment. Previously, I talked about the trend of continuous integration and continuous delivery. So as the more we develop and manage, you have to continuously integrate and deliver in our project. So there's a difference between DevOps and data ops. That is quite a difference. In data ops, we have extended principles of DevOps to the realm of data management and analytics, emphasizing collaboration, automation, and agility in data processes. By implementing these data ops and DevOps, we had to handle different data, where data would be poisoned, or the data drift, or there are different ways of how we'd have to handle this information. So, for example, data poisoning. Here we had to validate the data by implementing data validation processes to detect anomalies. By anomalies, we mean false data or missing data. Outliers mean data that we have that is not in our range of data, and suspicious patterns in the training data. Another way of handling data drift is continuous monitoring. We set up an automated monitoring systems to track changes in data distributions over time and detect data instances of data drift. Same thing with operational microservices. We containerize this, as I talked about a trend before of containerization, where data is packaged and the models are also packaged, the machine learning models are packaged, associated with microservices into lightweight containers using technologies like Docker. I don't have so much information about Docker right now, but we have to bring in the role of continuous integration and continuous delivery, and in our project, like we talked about before, is as a trend in machine learning ops as continuous integration and continuous delivery in our model and machine learning model. Given the fact that we have a data set of revenue, we have to do automated testing and deployment. commonly known as CID. So basically here we are improving efficiency and reliability of our project and our work. So as a way we are continuously integrating and delivering tasks done, which is improving the quality and reliability of our project. So as a result, here we continue to go ahead to uh, about that. Just a little power issue here. So yes, and as I continue saying, we have in our data set, we had to come up with feeder notebooks. These are notebooks that we used to train and test our model. After training and testing the model, we would determine, we would receive graphically the results of our model, whether they are right or they are wrong or whatever. You know, with data DevOps, we have to keep training and testing. That's the thing. So we are improving our data set by removing the outliers, by analyzing the data set and training and testing it continuously. So here we have different Python scripts. We have a Python script can be a Jupyter notebook where we are doing a training and testing. We have requirement text files that have information about the requirements needed to test, like packages you have to install in order to do this, and so on and so on. So moving on to the next slide. In conclusion, this data set, this project is is the practices we do in this project, the DevOps that you're trying to implement in this is something that you would want to see more further and probably come up with a model that will help us predict this in the future. And yeah, that will help us predict everything that we need, that we can predict the revenue, which revenue collected by the different UN agencies in the world, given that the fact that we have very many UN agencies. So that is my presentation for today. Thank you and have a wonderful time.